person that's going to stand next to this. This is Bridget. Bridget, tell us about Paracon Vodka and what makes this particular batch so unique.
So this year we aged 666 bottles in the Occult Museum next to the Annabelle Doll, and we had Tony Sparrow, the proprietor of the museum, open Annabelle's case for us. Now bottles 1 through 665 were rested directly in front of Annabelle and her open case, and they were there for 30 days. Bottle 666 was rested in Annabelle's original container created by Ed Warren, and this bottle rested there for 30 days, and it is currently housed in a container created by Dan Rivera, who is the creator behind Annabelle's current confines today.
So this bottle was in the case to keep Annabelle in.
Exactly. And so because it is one of a kind in the world, we were selling it through a silent auction today.
So the other bottles, how long are you going to be selling those?
We're going to be selling those through Friday, January 13th, and then we'll be pulling any remaining bottles off the market, although I think we'll probably be sold out of them before then.
Friday the 13th is it?
Friday 13th will be it, if there's any left over, but we're expecting to sell out by December.
And what was the... and you mentioned something about gloves as well.
So any of the bottles are going to come with gloves, so you don't have to touch the bottle if you don't want. 1 through 665 will come in a case that's inspired by a Ouija board. So it'll come in a wooden case, gloves, so you don't have to touch it, including a planchette for the Ouija board and a certificate of authenticity.
Okay, so I have to ask, since you've been handling these bottles, since you've been released, has anything happened? You personally noticed anything?
Yes. I've had this one in my apartment for around 3 weeks. TV was turning on by itself, photos falling out of picture frames, and then when I moved it into the hall, because it was creeping me out, my dog would run to the hallway and start barking like crazy. So I actually moved it to storage. I'm very excited to hopefully get rid of it today.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to offend you, but yeah, it's scaring the hell out of me.
It's I know, it's really creepy vibes.
It's amazing. And where's the website we can find it at?
Shopparacon.com. Do you need me to spell it? Is that helpful?
That's fine.
Okay.
I can put it on the screen after.
Perfect. Shopparacon.com.
And this is Bridget. So nice. How is a nice girl like you sound something so scary?
I know, something so demonic.
I don't care. Okay, I feel sorry for your dog.
Yeah, I know, my poor dog. But now it's in storage, so he's much happier.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
And here's the main event, at least for me, that I've been looking forward to. It's the room where they keep a lot of the items from the Warrens Haunted Museum. I mean, in addition to Annabelle, they have other items that may not be as well known as that doll is, but they're no less dangerous. Let's check it out. And how are you today, sir?
Oh, pretty good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I noticed that you are like a YouTuber magnet. You were here last year. I saw you on Carpetbagger's video.
Yes.
Exploring with Josh. Just stopped by earlier today.
That
I'm like, wow, I got to meet this guy. Everyone is like,
cool.
They're all wanting to meet. So tell us a little about your Radikals.
The Radikals. That's myself and my wife, Danny and Lauren Radical. and we're a paranormal team, and we work with various exorcists and demonologists to remove items that are problematic. We never charge for anything that we do. The reason we are here is to raise money to offset our costs, because we never charge people. Now, what we also do is I've teamed up with the Connecticut Casket Company, and the Ouija boards down here are actually made out of casket wood. We take our very own hearse, we go up to the casket company, we purchase the wood, and then I bring them home and I make various different Ouija boards.
So these are from, I'm assuming, caskets that haven't been made
Never
yet?
been made. They're scraps and things like that, and
Okay.
I buy the scraps and we make Ouija boards.
Awesome.
Whether or not that makes them more powerful, I don't know, but it sounds really cool.
Wow. And I noticed you have some cutlery over here with a very dark history.
Yes, basically what we do is we work with various people to remove items from the public, from them being able to touch them and things like that, because some things they say have energies and attachments to them. One of them pieces that we've acquired, it looks very unharmful. It's normal kind of thing. It's a fork. So what's the deal with the fork? What makes it so bad?
What's the deal with the fork, sir?
Exactly. What's the deal with the fork? Well, this is one of the forks that Jeffrey Dahmer used to cannibalize people with. There are 4 forks that we know in existence. There are 3 out there that we know where they are, and there's one that we have no idea where they went. Now, the forks were not destroyed because they were police evidence. They were not his personal, like his property went up for auction and things like that. Someone bought it and destroyed it. But this, now being used for cannibalism, is now a hardcore item that is evidence. It cannot be destroyed. Well, as of last year, it was released from the evidence lockup and released to his father, Lionel. And this is one of the 4 in existence.
That is terrifying.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
And
my wife is into psychometry, so she can kind of feel things, the energies of things that we have. We do lectures and things like that. She held this at one of the lectures and almost passed out from it. She's like, "You got to take this because it's just horrible." So, yeah, that's the fork.
Wow. And I understand, along with the fork, you have another piece of kitchen equipment over here that no one should really use.
This piece is actually, it's very tabloid. It's very comical to the point of, it's just, and I've been looking for it for the last 20 years, actually. This piece here is, they call it the satanic toaster. It's
Wow.
been on YouTube for many years. The interview
I
that's...
do remember the video. I've seen the video on,
Yeah.
on Facebook somewhere.
The video was recorded back in the early 90s, I believe. It's this woman who says that the toaster was talking to her and giving her messages. It writes stuff that says Satan lives on the toast and things like that. Fire comes out of it. And they asked her at the very end of the video, they're like, "Well, if it's problematic and haunted and telling you things, why do you keep it?" And she says, "Well, it makes good toast."
Yeah, I don't think so.
So this is actually the toaster. But this here is where she's going to start making the toast.
That toaster.
This is the toaster. She puts it in, but it won't go down because the toaster's a piece of junk. And then when it finally goes down, 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
So if it's problematic, why do you keep it? Well, it makes good toast.
Okay, so instead of the haunted museum, you have the haunted kitchen.
So far, I guess, right?
Dan, it's been a pleasure to meet you. Where can we find you online?
www.theradikals, and that's radicals with a K.org.
Dan, it's been a pleasure to meet you. Thank you, sir.
Same here as well. Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
We'll see you soon.
You got it.
Okay, so it might be kind of hard to tell from here, but you can tell how big this room is. In this line, it's hundreds of people. It's sneaking through the whole room just so they can see the Annabelle doll put there by the back wall. Crazy, huh? Okay, this is the moment. Meet Annabelle the doll. Wish me luck. Okay, so behind me you see the Annabelle doll, but here's an interesting fact. That is not the original case it's been stored in all these years. That is not the one that Lorraine Warren gifted to Ed Warren many, many years ago. That was transferred out of the original case into this one back in 2017, I believe. And they installed several protective defenses within the case itself. For example, on either side of the case, you'll see a cross engraved into the wood, and that's in addition to the cross that you see up front on top. Those three crosses represent the Holy Trinity. Also, on either side of the case, there is a plaque with St. Michael the Archangel. And on the interior of the case, it's either the Lord's Prayer or St. Michael's Prayer on the interior. Now, on top of all of that, when they stained the wood, the stain was infused with holy water and holy oil. Fun fact. That is one of the screen-used Annabelle dolls from Annabelle Comes Home, which actually is one of my personal favorites of the Conjuring film franchise.
Actually, I'm actually a Cardinal, but I haven't quite got the, with the COVID, I haven't had a chance to go down there and actually been sort of made one officially, but I'm in waiting. So.
And Tony Sparrow, you're part of actually their team with the Colin experience.
I was called down about 3 years ago in regard to a case that they had, and when I was down here, we met, and they took the liberty of putting me on their team. I'm now a member of their team as spiritual consultants.
Oh, you're blessing the Annabelle doll right there.
Yeah, that was 3 years ago, before the pandemic. Sister Kia was here with me at the time, and ever since then, Tony and the team will call me when they have cases, or when we have events like this. We were here 3 days ago. We blessed the Occult Museum quickly. We blessed the truck that had all the artifacts, and the driver who was driving it, make sure he got here safely. And yesterday we did the setup, and I did all the blessings. So again, just to have you guys all protected.
Amazing. And you have protection kits.
Yeah. So what we do is because I brought it's actually holy oil as opposed to blessed oil, exorcism salt rather than regular salt, and actually holy water. Some blessed objects, and it's a spiritual protection kit. So they're actually fantastic for paranormal teams. You only need to have this once, because as long as you have more than half left over in the bottle, you can put it in a larger bottle, it multiplies. So you can cook with it and spray it on your house. We do it pre and post, all activities, all investigations. She is an actual sister. She actually is a pagan witch when I met her, and she converted to a Catholic sister. Now she's still clairvoyant. She's still got, she still has energy work or whatever. All these things that a pagan witch would do. But once she's converted to Catholicism, she becomes a mystic sister. And the Catholic Church uses the word mystic to signify all those other things that clairvoyant, sensitive, energy work. They put them under one umbrella, and the Catholic Church says, that's taboo, but it's okay to be a mystic. She's a mystic. It's the same thing.
Sister ELN. And you're also one of the nicest people I just met here today. We were chatting, and it's like,
thank you. It's a big trick. I'm actually horrible.
Oh, okay. Well, you played off well. And where can we find you on your channel? You have a YouTube channel?
Well, yeah, we got a YouTube channel that the girls usually run. It's called Queens of Sacred Kaleidoscope. Sure. Yeah, so you have the Spirit Realm Network. You can find it online. We're going to be doing a lot of work with them. A lot of projects on the go. We also have the YouTube that I mentioned, and they can always find me on Facebook. Just Plato Angelakis, and send me a follow, and you can send me messages, and I will respond.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, it's been a pleasure. Stay safe, guys. Please get home safely.
And there you have it. That wraps up the Ed and Lorraine Warren Seekers of the Supernatural Paracon 2022 here in Connecticut. I had a blast today. I cannot believe the crowd. This is like a Comic-Con level-sized crowd. Someone told me they sold something like 7,000 tickets for it, and I believe it. The lines all day have been crazy long. Hey, there you go. So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who participated in this video, all the folks I interviewed. I will supply links to all their websites if you're interested in any of the products that they were promoting here. So those will be all in the video description down below. Once again, thank you to all of you for watching, and I'm glad to be back. I had a blast this weekend, and by the way, Connecticut is absolutely gorgeous. It's like driving through a painting. It's amazing here. So So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, comment below, better yet, share it with a friend, subscribe, and we'll see you on the journey.
Yep. Nice, man.
Why doesn't anyone talk me out of my ideas? It's like once. So, what's his name?
Dinky.
Dinky. Okay. How old is he going to live to be?
5, between 20 and 30 years.
Wow. All right. I'm done. Come on, guys.